It's 11 p.m. Your essay's due tomorrow morning. You've known about it for 3 weeks, but somehow, here you are, again. I used to think I was just lazy. Turns out I wasn't broken, my system was. And once I rebuilt it from scratch, everything changed. I went from barely passing to top of my class, sleeping 8 hours a night, and actually having a social life. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 4-step productivity workflow that made that possible. No fluff, no productivity theater, just what actually works. Here's why most students fail at productivity. They collect systems like Pokemon cards, Notion templates, fancy planners, 7 different to-do list apps, but here's the thing. More tools don't make you more productive. They make you more overwhelmed. The students who actually succeed, they don't have more systems. They have one system with 4 simple parts that all work together. Think of it like a machine. Part 1, your calendar tells you when to work. Part 2, your task list tells you what to work on. Part 3, your notes system helps you learn and remember. Part 4, your focus system helps you actually do it. Each part feeds into the next. By the end of this video, you'll have all 4 set up and working together. Let's start with the foundation. Step 1, calendar, time, blocking. Your calendar is not a wish list. It's a contract with yourself. And most students break that contract every single day because they're doing time blocking wrong. Here's what doesn't work. Blocking out study, 2 to 6 p.m., and hoping motivation shows up. Here's what does work. Treating your time like a college course schedule. Look at this. Every block has 3 things. A specific subject, a specific task, and a realistic time limit. Not study biology. Review. Chapter 7 notes plus practice quiz. Not 4 hours. 90 minutes. Because that's actually how long I can focus. Here's how to build yours. Sunday night. That's your planning session. Open your calendar and do this. First, block your non-negotiables. Classes, sleep, meals, work shifts. These are in stone. Second, block your deep work sessions. This is studying, writing, assignments. Anything that requires real thinking. For most students, that's 2 to 3 blocks per day, 90 minutes each. Schedule them when your brain actually works. I'm a morning person, so mine are 9 to 10:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Third, block your shallow work. This is reviewing flashcards, answering emails, organizing notes. 30-minute blocks are perfect. I do this right after lunch when I'm in a food coma anyway. Fourth, block white space. This is the game changer. Leave 30-60 minutes of buffer every day for the chaos that will happen. Someone needs help. You feel terrible. Professor moves the deadline. If nothing goes wrong, free time. You just won. One more thing. And this is critical. Your calendar must be real. If you schedule something and don't do it, you're training yourself that your own plans don't matter. Better to schedule less and actually do it than schedule everything and do nothing. Okay, you know when to work. Now, let's figure out what to work on. Step 2, to-do list, system. Let me guess, your to-do list looks like a CVS receipt. 50 tasks, half of them vague, all of them screaming at you equally. Study for midterm, do laundry, change the world. Cool. Where do you start? This is why most to-do lists make you less productive. They turn into anxiety museums, places you visit to feel bad about yourself, so here's the system I use instead. It has 3 levels. Level 1, the master list. This is everything you need to do eventually. Every assignment, every exam, every project. But here's the key. You never work from this list. This is just your inbox. It lives in a simple spreadsheet or app. I use Notion. But even Apple Notes works. Level 2, the weekly list. Every Sunday, you pull from the master list and ask, what absolutely must happen this week? Not what you wish would happen, what must happen. For me, that's usually 5 to 8 big tasks. Write them down. These are your weekly MVPs. Level 3, the daily 3. This is the only list that matters. Every night before bed or every morning with coffee, you look at your weekly list and pick 3 things. Not 10, 3. These are the tasks that, if you do nothing else, the day was a win. Here's what mine looked like yesterday. Finish biology problem set. Due Friday. Draft introduction for history essay. 500 words. Review lecture notes from Monday's class. That's it. 3 clear, specific tasks that fit in my calendar blocks. And here's the magic. When you finish all three, you stop. You've won the day. Anything else is extra credit. The secret isn't doing more tasks, it's doing the right task consistently, which brings us to the most underrated part of student productivity. Step 3, Notes and Knowledge System. Pop quiz. What did you learn 3 weeks ago? If you can't remember, your notes system is broken. Most students treat notes like a transcript service. Professor talks, you type, you never look at it again. Then the exam comes and you're reading your notes like it's a foreign language. There's a better way. Bad notes capture information, good notes create understanding. Here's the difference. I use a system called progressive summarization. Fancy name, simple idea. It has 3 passes: pass at 1, capture. During class, I'm not trying to write everything. I'm writing the big ideas and anything I don't understand. My notes are messy, incomplete, full of questions. That's fine. This is raw material, not a finished product. Pass 2, process. Within 24 hours, this is important. I review my notes and fill in the gaps. I turn bullet points into sentences. I answer my own questions. I add examples. This isn't busy work. This is when learning actually happens. Studies show you forget 70% of what you hear within 24 hours unless you review it. Pass 3, connect. Here's the game changer. At the end of each week, I create a summary sheet. 1 page, just the concepts I need to explain to someone else. And I link related ideas from other classes or previous weeks. This is how you build understanding, not just memory. Where do I keep all this? Honestly, it doesn't matter much. Notion, Google Docs, Obsidian, even physical notebooks. The tool is less important than the system. What matters is, can you find it? Can you understand it? Can you review it before exams without wanting to cry? Here's the truth about studying. You're not trying to memorize facts, you're trying to build a web of understanding in your brain. Every note is a thread in that web. The stronger your system, the stronger the web. But even the best notes don't matter if you can't focus long enough to use them. Let's talk about actually doing the work. Step 4, focus execution system. You've got your calendar. You've got your 3 tasks. You've got your notes ready. You sit down to work and immediately check Instagram. We've all been there. The problem isn't willpower. The problem is you're trying to fight your phone with your brain, and your phone was literally designed by the smartest engineers in the world to win that fight. So stop fighting. Build a system instead. Here's mine. I call it the focus protocol, and it has 5 non-negotiable rules. Rule 1, 1 app, 1 window. When I'm working, I can only have one thing open. Writing an essay, just Google Docs. Studying, just my notes. The moment I open a second tab, I know I'm procrastinating. Rule 2, phone in airplane mode, face down, in another room. Not silent, not do not disturb. Airplane mode, different room. If someone needs me for an emergency, they'll find me. Everything else can wait 90 minutes. Rule 3, work in 50-minute sprints. I set a timer. For 50 minutes, I do exactly 1 task from my daily 3. No music with lyrics, no quick breaks, just work. When the timer goes off, I take a real 10-minute break. Walk around, get water, look at my phone if I want. Then I start the next sprint. Rule 4, start before you're ready. This is the biggest one. You will never feel like starting. Motivation comes after you begin, not before. So I have a rule. My butt has to be in the chair, hands on keyboard, for 2 minutes. That's it. After 2 minutes, I can quit if I want. I never do. Rule 5, track your wins, not your hours. I don't care how long I studied. I care if I finish my 3 tasks. At the end of every day, I open a simple note and write down what I completed. Not what I attempted, what I finished. This feeling of progress is what keeps you going. One more thing, you're going to have bad days. Days where none of this works. That's fine. The system isn't about perfection. It's about having a clear path back when you get off track. Bad day? Just do tomorrow's daily 3. That's it. You're back. Step 5, energy management. Okay, here's something nobody talks about. All the systems in the world won't help if you're running on empty. You can have the perfect calendar, the perfect task list, but if your body and brain are fried, you're not doing anything productive. Most students treat their bodies like machines. Cram for 12 hours, sleep 4 hours, chug energy drinks, repeat. Then they wonder why they can't focus. Your energy isn't infinite. It's a resource you have to manage just like your time. Here's how I do it. 3 simple principles. Principle 1, know your peak hours. Not everyone is a morning person. Not everyone does their best work at night. You need to figure out when your brain works best. For me, I'm sharpest between 9 a.m. and noon. That's when I schedule my hardest work. Writing papers, solving problem sets, learning new concepts. After lunch, I'm slower. So that's when I do easier stuff. Reviewing notes, organizing, admin work. Track this for a week. Notice when you feel most alert, when you hit a slump, when you get a second wind. Then schedule your deep work during your peak hours. Don't waste your best energy on busy work, and don't try to do calculus when your brain is begging for sleep. Principle 2, sleep is non-negotiable. I know, everyone says this, but here's why it actually matters for productivity. Every hour of sleep you skip costs you 2 hours of focus the next day. You think you're saving time by staying up until 3 a.m.? You're actually losing time because tomorrow you'll be useless. I protect my sleep like it's a final exam. 8 hours, same time every night. Yes, even on weekends, your brain needs consistency. And here's the thing, once you start sleeping properly, you'll realize you don't need to pull all-nighters anymore because you're actually getting work done during the day. Principle 3, movement and fuel matter. You don't need to become a gym bro, but you do need to move your body every day. I'm talking 20, 30 minutes, walk around campus, do some push-ups, dance in your room, whatever. Movement resets your brain. When I'm stuck on a problem, a 10-minute walk solves it more often than staring at my screen for an hour. And food, look, I'm not going to lecture you about eating vegetables, but notice this. When you eat junk, how do you feel an hour later? Probably tired and foggy. When you eat something with protein and actual nutrients, you feel steady. You don't have to be perfect. Just notice the connection between what you eat and how you think. One more thing about energy. Strategic breaks are not slacking off. When you finish a 50-minute focus sprint, actually take that 10-minute break. You stand up, look away from the screen, let your brain rest. Students who take real breaks get more done than students who try to power through for hours. Your brain isn't designed for marathon focus sessions. It's designed for sprints with recovery. Here's the simple version. Sleep 8 hours. Move for 20 minutes. Eat food that doesn't make you crash. Schedule hard work when your brain is sharp. Take real breaks. Do this and suddenly all those other systems, the calendar, the tasks, the focus protocol, they all work twice as well because you're not fighting your own biology anymore. Okay, let's bring this home. You now have 5 systems. Your calendar gives you time. Your task list gives you direction. Your notes give you understanding. Your focus protocol gives you execution. Your energy management keeps you going. Together, they give you something most students never have: control. Here's what I need you to understand. This system isn't about becoming a productivity robot. It's about buying back your life. When you know exactly what you need to do and exactly when you're doing it, the anxiety disappears. You stop staying up until 3 a.m. because you planned poorly. You stop feeling guilty during free time because you know you already did the work. You stop wondering if you're doing enough because you can see that you are. This Sunday, block out 30 minutes. Build your calendar, write your master list, choose your daily 3 for Monday, set up your focus space. That's it. Don't try to be perfect, just start. And then pay attention to how you feel on Monday night. You're going to be tired. Good work makes you tired, but you're not going to be anxious. You're going to know exactly what you did, and you're going to see exactly what's next. That feeling, that's momentum. And momentum is everything. If you want the templates I use, my calendar setup, my task list structure, my notes framework, I put everything in the description below. Completely free. No signups, no courses, just the tools. You're not behind. You're not broken. You just needed a system. Now you have one. See you in the next one.